We're glad to be joined here today by organizations who have stood on the front lines criticizing this project ever since it's been announced. We're glad to be joined by Develop Don't Destroy Brooklyn, Candace Carpenter. Give them a round of applause. Fifth Avenue Committee, Michelle De La Ous. This is their building. Give them a round of applause. Brooklyn Speaks. Give Baconi. Give them a round of applause. Give yourselves a round of applause because you came from home and stood up for what's right. Make some noise. What do we want? When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. It's wrong that Bruce Ratner and his company receive public dollars so that he can make private profit. And my friends, if we allow New York City to do development this way, all around the city, it means that rich real estate barons will take everything that we know as New York City. They did it the way that they wanted to, and look at what has become a result. You've got an empty plot of land that has not been developed and probably won't be developed for the next 20 years. If Bruce Ratner was given this land, and if he does have not enough financing to develop it, if the state was smart, they would give the land to a developer who has enough resources to develop it, and a developer who's sensitive to the needs of the community. We were promised all these jobs, and we're glad today to have a dynamic pastor from the Nazarene Congregational United Church of Christ. Put your hands together for the Reverend Conrad Tillard.